Hi everyone, and welcome along to UCAT LVSA crossover combination, amalgamation. Looking forward to this. I'm Colin Cronin from the Adventures in Advising podcast, and today I am delighted to be joined by a group of wonderfully talented people from across the continent. I think we're in 3 different countries currently. So Anne, Iris, and Chris, welcome. How are you all doing?
Oh, doing great. Thanks, Colin, and thanks for having us here.
Great stuff. We might give the viewers an opportunity to get to know each of you. So, Anne, we might start with you. Maybe you tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're working.
Yeah, sure. So most people will know me from UCAT because I'm the Vice Chair of the Community Engagement Team, which is a really, really exciting role. I'm based in the UK and I currently work at the University of Southampton. And I'm a senior teaching fellow at the University of Southampton. I'm responsible for developing and coordinating the personal academic tutoring program that we run there.
Very good. And Iris, what about you?
Yeah, my name is Iris Burks. I work for Maastricht University at the campus in Venlo, and I coordinate the Office of Academic and Student Advising. And for the first part of this year, we've been organizing this conference, and I've been part of this delightful group of people to organize this conference. So I'm very excited to actually start it next week.
Very good. And Chris, you're very welcome.
Thanks. Yeah, I agree, Iris. I'm very much looking forward to the doors opening and the people walking in virtually, so to say. But my name's Chris. I'm a bit of a crossover, so I'm British originally, but now I work in Maastricht as well. And I'm the coordinator of academic advising at the Maastricht Science Program. And I'm also teaching physics classes for most of my work. And I've been here for 8 years, but before that I was in the UK doing my PhD there.
Fantastic. As I said, 3 very talented people, and we are going to delve into the conference, and there is lots to look forward to. But I suppose one of the things that we're going to discuss is the GatherTown platform. Maybe for viewers who are not familiar with this, don't have a clue what GatherTown is, does somebody want to tell me a little bit more about it and what it's going to mean in terms of conference attendees?
Yeah, so GatherTown is our online advising hub. We call it the Advising Hub for easy reference, and it is a virtual meeting ground. We've created a building in which people can walk around, meet with each other, and have hopefully stimulating and interesting conversations with each other. And we will be there as UCAT and LVSA together at the same time. So that means that you'll bump into people from your own side of the pond, but also you can cross the channel. Literally, we have a channel on the Advising Hub, and you can cross it and meet people who have a slightly different context in advising than you do, but therefore probably bring new and exciting ideas to your advising context.
Yeah, and I suppose I have I've seen the platform and used it a couple of times. And for viewers who are unfamiliar, this is how I think GatherTown advertises themselves. For those who miss the camaraderie and spontaneous hallway conversations and chats, and you can design your own. And Iris, you very kindly shared a screenshot of what attendees can expect when they enter into the UCAT LVSA GatherTown Lounge.
Yeah, you're right now. You're in our social lounge, our networking hub. You can sit on a couch, or you can have lunch at a table. If you see our avatars in the middle of the screen, you will find us at the fireplace. So the nice thing is you virtually walk around in this environment. So in the middle you see avatars, and by means of those avatars you move around in the space. And on the top of the screen you also see our video connection. Because we are close in this shot, our video connection has has appeared. But as you can see, there are more people in this environment at the same time. And you can see on the left, there are more people in the advising hub at the same time. But you don't see their screen because they're not close to us at the moment. So you can actually have a private conversation with someone close to you.
And Chris, I'm going to pick on you a little bit because we saw your picture there. So obviously you have tested this. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience with it?
Yeah, so I think it really brings back that feel of sort of spontaneity of, you know, literally whizzing past somebody in the hallway on the way to a session, and oh, it's Dave, I saw him last year, or, you know, oh, that's a person who I you know, want to catch up about their recent trip, or obviously no trips at the moment, but, you know, to get back that sense of, you know, just that casual conversation, as Iris said. And I think for us, the reason that we went down this path is also to give people a way to not just be in another Zoom environment, because I think we've had a lot of that in the last year, I think collectively in academia and probably the wider world. And I think to just have a place of, yeah, a little bit less formality, a bit more fun, and a little bit of, yeah, just see what happens. Maybe it'll be a disaster, but I think we've given people a chance to to get to meet each other and see how things go.
I don't think it'll be a disaster at all. And how exciting is it that this is going to allow, I suppose, delegates from both UCAT and the LVSA to gather and chat together?
This is amazing, and this is really, really exciting. We were talking about this earlier with Chris and Iris, because normally if you've got two organizations who normally attend each other's conferences and they're happening at the same time, the advantage of this sort of online environment, if you like, is now we can share sessions. We've got sessions that are open to both groups. We can go and talk to each other, which we wouldn't be able to do in real life, because, you know, some LVSA in the Netherlands and we're over here, and our conferences are happening at the same time. So it's really, really exciting, because I'm going to be wandering around our Gathertown building, our venue, and I'll be able to bump into Iris and we'll say, come on, let's go to UCAT's coffee lounge. Let's go to the bar and have a virtual coffee, you know, and we can do that. And the other thing we can do that we couldn't do last year online, because we just didn't have that same feel. I don't think we were as geared up for it as we are this year. We've got virtual sponsorship booths. So you can actually go in, visit, talk to, engage with our sponsors. And we've got, shall I tell people? We've got, if you wander around the venue, especially if you go to the maze, you'll find little virtual Easter eggs. If you find an Easter egg and take it to the sponsor desk, they'll probably send you a little Easter treat in the post.
Ah, look at that! So a sneak peek of what people can expect. So it's not only that you're going to get wonderful information from the conference sessions, but there are some games and gamification built into this as well, which is really great to hear. And I know that another part of this, and I have a slide for the UCAT side of the house in terms of where people can get information, and you can see the conference hashtag, but not to leave LVSA out. Iris, you were tweeting just today from a new Twitter account set up for the conference.
Yes, we have a Twitter account for the conference called @LVSA 2021. And the same works for the hashtag. So if you use those, we will accumulate that and also share across the pond. So we will follow very closely the UCAT hashtag as well. And we've also set up a LinkedIn group for all participants where they can share their connections with each other. Yeah,
brilliant. I wasn't aware of that, so this is really good info for me as well, and so something that can certainly
one step ahead.
That this is where it should be. Chris, for you, is there anything in particular you're looking forward to at the conference this week?
Yeah, I mean, we were just saying, like, we're looking forward to normality, and I think, you know, this is almost a bit of a break for some of us, and just a chance to maybe turn the email off for a few days, maybe not answer everything immediately, put an away message in MS Teams, and embrace a little bit the trips to the conferences that we are used to doing. Of course, you know, there will still be the cat that needs feeding and the kids who need entertaining as well. So I think in both conferences we've sort of a bit mindful of that. But just a little bit of a break from the normal, and also to hear about the interesting work that people have been doing, because I think we all know that advising didn't stop when the pandemic hit. In fact, it probably got harder for many people. It got more intense, more challenging, and you know, some of the topics in the conferences will definitely address some of the innovations, some of the lessons learned, and especially about what we might do in the future. Now we're looking at this from the other side.
Absolutely. And I think looking at the schedules for both conferences, there are some amazing sessions, some wonderful keynote speakers. So there are a whole host of things to look forward to. And I want to thank the three of you for taking the time to talk to me about the GatherTown platform, which sounds like it is going to allow for that kind of more spontaneous interaction, which is something that I think we've really missed. Like, the virtual environment has been great in terms of the information you can get, but that social side of things has suffered. So looking forward to really embracing that over the next week. So Ann, Iris, and Chris, thank you very much for taking the time to chat to me today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Colin. It's great to see you again.